am happy to invite Faizaan. He's the head of technology at Everest. He is specializing in driving transformative solutions. He has deep expertise in InsurTech enrollment solutions, secure system design, and seamless integrations. He leads the development of innovative platforms that enhance operational efficiency and customer experiences of the insurance industry. Faizaan, over to you. Thank you so much for coming over and presenting to us.
Hi everyone. How is everyone doing? I can't hear you. Nice. Okay, great. First of all, I would like to thank the IIA team for letting us demo our solution, as well as discuss a lot of different challenges that we see in the insurance industry. So thank you for that. Another thanks to you guys because you are also organizing this event 30 kilometers away from my home, which means that my cat cannot sabotage my presentation. So thank you for that as well. Thank you so much. All right. So as our MC mentioned, I am Faizaan and I'm from Everestek, and we have been working for about 10 years now. And we provide insurance solutions as well as other domain solutions in the North American, European, and Asian market. So these are the markets that we target. And today, I am going to discuss the challenges based on the research that we had recently conducted. And the research was based on the one-on-one sessions that we had with 40 plus insurance carriers as well as agents. So yeah, let's start with the challenges. All right, so as you can see, the first challenge is manual processing. Even today, there's a lot of manual processing being done. I mean, the data collection, the user information collection is still being done manually through Excel or through emails. So this is the biggest challenge in the InsurTech industry, especially in the enrollment process. So that is one. The second thing is fragmented system. So a lot of different companies use different softwares in their enrollment process. That can lead to issues, especially during filing claims. So for example, an underwriting team might use a different software for risk management, whereas a policy management team might use another one. So while a claim is being filed, the user might face certain issues due to data discrepancy. And this is also true for something very small, like login. So this is an experience of mine. I was trying to get a life insurance from a carrier, of which I already have an health insurance. And I tried to log in into that portal with the same credits of my policy. And I was not able to do it. I was not. And it asked me to sign up again with all the entire information. And that leads to most of the dropouts. So I'm not even going into the nitty-gritties of insurance, but a basic thing like login is also something that impacts the UX. The third thing is regulatory compliance. As we know, that any changes in the regulatory compliance, it takes time for companies to adhere to them. And from the research that we have done, it usually took them about 3 to 6 months on an average to comply with all the norms. And as we know, non-compliance of these norms attracts penalties. And that is devastating for SMEs. So that is the third challenge. The fourth challenge is claims management. So generally, the person who is selling the policy is not the person who also helps you with the claims. And even if that is the case, the agent has to always be in touch with the carrier to understand the status of the claim. So that is a very, it is not a hassle-free process, and it takes time and it causes delays, frustrations, especially for people who are in a crisis situation, because that is the time that you will claim. The fifth thing is tech disconnect. I think we are creating products that are heavily focused on tech rather than understanding the issues of the current insurance players. So generally, something that seems cool to tech folks may not translate to something which is useful for people. So that is the tech disconnect. And lastly, customer expectations. So customer expectations is basically, for my generation, you only get one shot at hooking me up with a policy, only a single shot. And if there is any a process wherein a manual intervention is required or I am thrown out of the process, I'll drop off. I'll move on to another person, another insurance carrier. So that is the customer expectation. We need to ensure that the entire process is digital from start to the end. So yes, these are all the challenges that we got to know. And now that we have discussed all the challenges, let's drive some positivity into this conversation by talking about a solution. So enter the unified enrollment experience. So this unified enrollment experience caters to all types of personas in the insurance industry. It caters to carriers, agents, agencies, individuals, as well as groups. So the entire onboarding process is basically catered to in our world, in our unified enrollment experience. For carriers, we provide the ability to add agents, add products, plans, policies, billing, claims management is there. You can also decide the commission structure. All of this is present for a carrier in our InsurTech platform. Then for agents and brokers, we also provide them with the same features because, for example, an agent normally works in terms of an Excel. They can directly get to our platform and create products and pricing in our portal itself. They don't have to maintain an Excel at all. So that is something that we provide. Apart from that, we also have a customer service portal for all the people who enroll under an agent. So even that is something that we provide. Lastly, groups and individuals. So group enrollment is something which is very hectic currently. As a company, we have had a very bad experience with it. And I'll share that later in the demo. But in our world, the group enrollment process is simple. It is digitized right from the enrollment, meaning the information that you feed in of your company, till the policy generation. Everything happens within our portal. So that is for group insurance. And as for individuals get their own dashboard. And all the information related to health ID card, related to network of hospitals. If you would want to book an appointment with a doctor in the network of hospitals, you can do that, as well as our Gen AI chatbot is also present, which will ensure that independent actions can be taken and the agent doesn't have to play a role in making the people understand the policy. So that is also present. Moving on to next. So this is basically, so the things that I am going to show you guys, those are all flagship features because it is very difficult to mention all the features within 20 minutes. And these are basically 10 years of our hard work. So we can't put them in 20 minutes. So the first flagship feature, I would like to highlight the 5 minutes to sign up thing specifically, because that is our motto. Insurance needs to be simple. It doesn't have to involve any sort of agent or for an individual, that is. And any person who gets to our site should be able to enroll within 5 minutes by just feeding in their information, basic information, and getting a policy. So that is what we cater to. Secondly, this is a public web page, meaning anyone can get to it. And secondly, there is no intervention of us required here, because let's say if an agency or a group would like to enroll with us, they can do it right from the portal. They just have to feed in their information, go on with the process, and that's it. That's it. So yes, and we also provide a way for carriers to get onboarded to our system. Again, no intervention is required here. They can do it themselves. We don't do much of hand-holding. So yes, this is our simplified enrollment process that we provide to people. The next thing. So this is basically a feature of ours that we have built, and there's a backstory to it. So this is the group insurance onboarding process that you guys are currently seeing. Okay. And specifically to this feature, there's a backstory that one day our HR, her name is Bhagishri, she came to me and she told me that she's been having sleepless nights for about 3 nights. And when I queried her, she told me that we are trying to get onboarded with a vendor, and she has been giving them our information, but that somehow was not getting inserted in the system because of certain validations that the vendor had on their end. And she showed me the email threads, and there was like 50 different email exchanges and 50 different Excel files that she had passed on to them, and still not all were onboarded. So yes, she reached out to me and she told me, Faizaan, I need to focus on more critical tasks like creating Rangoli, for example. JK, joking. Then I took that forward. I had a call with the vendor. I understood what sort of validations do they have placed in their own system. Then I talked to our HRMS. So luckily, our HRMS had an API that they exposed to us. We pulled in the data from our HRMS, and we created an Excel out of it. And then we provided the same to the vendor. And guess what? Within a single try, we did not get enrolled, of course. Nothing happens in a single try. In the second try, though, we got it done. We just had to modify certain validations on our end, and that is it. So this feature that you are currently seeing is basically our love for HRs, admins, or humankind in general. This is wherein you can either upload an Excel, or we also integrate with your HRMS. And for techies, we also integrate with your Active Directory or Cognito. So we also support that. And as you see, that there are multiple steps to this process. There's the information that you will fill in of your company. Then there's eligibility classes, coverage selection, employee census, and so on. So basically, a group admin like your HR can get onboarded to our portal, fill in all the information. They can decide what sort of coverages, what sort of benefits would the employee have. Based on their salary, based on their tenure in the company, those kind of modifications can be done on the portal directly by the admin, no intervention required. And right after employee data has been filled into our system, billing information is something that can be added on to our portal, and our portal then can generate bills. It could be either monthly bills, semi-annually, annually, and everything happens automatically. You don't have to worry about the cost, the price of the amount that you'd be paying per month, because the calculation, even though it is complex, we have figured it out. Secondly, if there are employees that will get onboarded or offboarded, this billing management is intelligent enough to identify that and adjust the bills accordingly. So even that is something which is present. And right after, at the very end, if a person, when your HR or when the agent signs all the policies on behalf of the company, then account credentials are created for the employees, and a policy document is sent to their email. And they then will all have access to a dashboard that I previously mentioned. And the dashboard that I'm talking about is this one. So here, as you can see, there is health card, the employee health card. There are also network of hospitals that you can look at. You can also book appointments right on the portal itself. There is also a Gen AI chatbot that we have, which you can gather policy-related data from. Or even if you have basic questions like whether I can claim certain type of incident, you can just ask it. You don't have to go to the agent to do it. And claims management is also automated here. A person can directly claim through the portal. They don't have to go to anyone. And nowhere would the agent be involved. The carrier has to be involved, of course, but the claim-related status is transmitted automatically and in a real-time fashion. So that is the claim management experience that we have. And just to summarize everything, our onboarding process is streamlined and it is for everyone. It's for a carrier, an agent, a broker, a group, or an individual. It is completely digitized process, right from filling in your company information to signing the policy documents. It is completely automated. We, of course, provide a unified enrollment process wherein the data is not fragmented. The credentials that you feed in for one particular category of insurance, those will work for all. Effortless claim management, as I said, people will get the statuses in real time. Analytics is something that can be gotten. You can understand where the drop-off is happening in the enrollment process and adjust your experience automatically. That kind of flexibility you guys have on the portal. Then, of course, we provide support to carriers, brokers, and agents during their onboarding process. Anyone can launch new products. Even if it is someone from healthcare, they can create their own products on our portal. It doesn't have to be insurance carriers. And of course, our Gen AI chatbot that I talked about. Quickly about us, we are a solutions-based company, and we have been providing solutions for about 10 years to North American, European, and Asian markets. We are basically problem solvers. And we have offices in India. We have 3 offices in India and 1 in US. And these are all the certifications that we have, which are basically the norm of our industry. So not something which is special. And last but not the least, one of the flagship features that I did not show you guys, and I would like to now show to you. And can anyone guess what that is? Sure, give me a minute, just a minute. All right. So as I was saying that our flagship feature, so I wouldn't give you time to guess it then. This is one of our flagship features, which is the Gen AI chatbot. So here you can ask it whether certain benefits are covered under your policy, and it will give you the answers related to it. You can also ask anything related to the information of your spouses that have been covered under the policy, not spouses in general, of course. And even claim-related information is something that you can talk to it about. So this is one of our flagship features. And last but not the least, let's connect. I think I encourage everyone to reach out to us. Our founder, Chirag, our head of growth, Namrata, and I are present here. So please reach out to us. We would like to know more about you. And yes, without collaboration, we cannot affect a change. So let's connect. Thanks.